it's the coach. This is Madden football on EA Sports. Between our visitors and the Green Bay Packers. With that, let's get up to Green Bay, Wisconsin. Standing by for the call from venerable Lambeau Field, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
Two 1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by their 5'11 quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. Now he'll let it go. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. The numbers for Johnson in last week's game.
Game.
20 carries, 87 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
7 yards there and a first down. On play action, now Rodgers. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Rodgers going to throw. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Rodgers. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. First down, Rodgers to Boyle here over the middle. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Kerryon Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Flushed out right. This one taken in by the former Baylor Bear, Jalen Hurd. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. This is Elliott. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 20 carries, 84 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
From the 31, Wilson dancing to his left. Airing it out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he completes it to Westbrook.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. Interesting stat line right now. Technically, he's completed 4 passes, 2 to his team and then 2 to the wrong team.
It makes you wonder what he's seeing downfield because he has completed 2 passes to his own team, but the interceptions are troubling. Is he going through the wrong reads, the wrong progressions? Is he getting fooled by defenses? They've got to figure that out over on the sidelines, working on that Surface Pro to see what they see.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Here's Wilson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Wilson. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's got room. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Throwing is Wilson. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson, a dump off to Elliott. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to bring up the 3rd down. Wilson, and that's Elliott, complete. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. The open man is Westbrook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Rodgers now 11 for 11. Perfect in this opening half. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And the catch made by Hilton. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that heart. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 2nd and goal, Rodgers complete. It's Johnson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! D.D. Westbrook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
All go special! All go special! One flip! Safety's creeping! Touch 50! Nice!
They go play action now. Wilson. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Throwing again. Steps away to his left. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. And it's the Cardinals who are out in front as that game draws closer to halftime. Carson Wentz lighting things up. 3 touchdown passes there. From there, we head cross-country to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Teddy Bridgewater, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Lastly, see what's happening with the Redskins at home at FedEx Field. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting L.A. Rams. Nick Foles, excellent in the victory as his guys moved to 3-1 after 4 games. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race, very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here are the Packers now to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Throwing now is Rodgers. Short throw into the hands of the tight end Boyle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. From the 41, Rodgers. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Again, it's Johnson. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Gun. Pull up for signal.
They go play action with Wilson. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. There's a nice move. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Buying time to his left. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Elliott, and he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to take off with it. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery, but on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Samson Ebukam providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks. And now they're staring at a 4th and long.
Hey, 0. 14.
4th down. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He's got it at the 15. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And until that point, and it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Julio Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now it's Rodgers. Now the ball comes loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
All go special! All go special!
Now Wilson, going to throw again, being chased out left. He'll run it. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Justin Houston picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Now it's Wilson, dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. The Niners on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. To throw is Wilson. Steps away to his left. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now Brown. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So Russell Wilson in the offense. Down by 16. 65 seconds remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Flushed out right. And this is caught at the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know, in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 15-yard line.
They go to Johnson again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural, but
I like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.